Healthy Snacks Meals in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people like, oh.
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be
covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right. Linda McIntosh says she most definitely wants to see this. My small space said, ooh, she did. Yes, ma'am, she absolutely did. And Miss Mary says, that part. I love you guys. I saw a post people wants to drag him. Let me tell you guys that, first of all, happy Thursday. I hope everyone out there, all across the lands, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone is safe and blessed. Last night we did a live. We had a great time. I appreciate everyone that was in the building. A lot of you are new. You've subscribed, and I appreciate that. But here's the thing. Tasha K, she went live from the backup channel. Now, she went live again, and I tell you, anytime you see her on that backup channel and you see her in that closet, things getting ready to get crazy. Either she's going to be screaming and hollering, either she's going to be cussing, ranting and raving. She's going to be doing something. But when she get in that backup channel and she get in that closet and she get up in that little corner and you see them clothes hanging down, she's trying to hide from people. She don't want people in her house to hear that she's back on YouTube once again, stuttering and stammering. She don't want nobody to hear her in that house. So she gets up in that room, she shuts that door, and she go up in that closet. She get far up in that corner, and she go to work. So basically, the latest, she done apologized to the lead attorney. I guess it was an apology. I mean, you know her. She never admits to doing anything wrong. So it really wasn't it was a half-ass apology. It basically was, she had to let us know that she know his name. I know his name. She doxed him. Basically, she wanted us to know that she knows the lead attorney's real name. She knows who he is. Nobody cares about that. But she said that she was triggered. She was triggered by what he said in that video. She was triggered, that he said she could possibly go to jail for her actions and gaining that information illegally regarding R. Kelly. She said she was triggered by that. So my question is, do you mean you were triggered or you mean you were pissed off? You mean you were upset? Because, girl, triggered and pissed, that's two different situations. When you're triggered, you're upset and maybe, you might cry and you might feel like you're a victim. You might feel like, you're triggered and you get a little upset. But when you cuss somebody out and you call them all kinds of names and you make threats like you did to the lead attorney, that's not triggered. That's pissed off, upset for being exposed. That's what you were. You weren't triggered. You was pissed that man went on his channel and told the truth. And people believe him because he's an attorney and his word is credible. People believe and they stand by more what he's saying because he's an attorney. So people feel like, okay, if anyone would know, then he would know. That's what you were pissed off about. You were pissed off because this attorney came out and gave information, all while being entertaining, funny, handsome, all of the above. He did it elegantly and eloquently, and he had a lot of people in the chat. When the video was over, he was already in the thousands of views. That's what you were pissed off about. He had YouTube ablaze with that video. It was 4 hours long. That's what you were upset about. You were not triggered. You were upset. You were pissed off. And then you got all the other bloggers coming out afterwards. You have all other YouTubers coming out afterwards doing our videos, piggybacking off of what he was saying. That's what you were upset about. Keep it real, Tasha K. Keep it real. Now, she also says something. Hey, Miss Garner. Hey, I'm the prize. Hey, Baudet. This is what she was upset about. Because when that man said that she could possibly face jail time, Tasha K knows these things, okay? Whether or not her attorneys are competent or not, we showed in the video last night that Olga is not competent. We know this. Olga is very incompetent. Hey, Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says she really don't want to try him. She can play if she wants. This man has relationships with judges and the feds. This is not a random YouTuber. Exactly. And that's what she was upset about because he's credible. His information is reliable, it's credible, it's true, it's factual, it's authentic because he is an attorney. He's able to deliver this information in a way that entertains us, it keeps us captivated, and he did that for 4 hours. I mean, he kept attention of thousands of people for 4 hours. So it was a great live, it was a great video. And that is what Tasha got upset about. Triggered was not the word to use. Your ass was pissed the fuck off. That is the truth. That's the T. You were pissed off. The T is she was pissed off. It's not, I was triggered. No, you were pissed off. That's the description. Piss the fuck off. Fired the fuck up. Had the fuck enough. I don't want to hear this shit no more. That's what it was giving, okay? So I then see that she went on to do another video where she's kind of like taking it back. She's trying to say, she was triggered and I apologize. I shouldn't have said the things that I said about your D game. And I mean, I didn't know she went that far talking about the man's genitalia and talking about, she always alludes to that men are gay or she always has to go there. That man don't look gay to me. That man looks, he's handsome. He don't, he looks like he likes females. But Tasha always wants to try to demean people, try to make them look less than when they don't push a narrative that is in favor of her, So we all know that game. We all know that's Tasha K. That's what she does. But she tried to, kind of take it back and say that she was apologizing for it. But then she slipped something in there where she says that she's protected by the First Amendment. And as an attorney, he should know that. Tasha K, I'm not an attorney, and even I know that you are not protected by the First Amendment. Now, this is what she does. I explained this to you guys last night. This is another one of her tactics. This is what Tasha K does. She tries to insinuate that she knows something that no one else knows, and that, you need to know this because you're an attorney. You know that what you said wasn't correct. You know that I'm protected under the First Amendment. So now her subscribers will go with that narrative that she is saying because Tasha K must know because Tasha K is this big, powerful blogger. She's got lawyers behind her. We've exposed that these lawyers are ambulance chasers. They were bought on the yellow pages. They are from the prepaid legal service. They are in the back of the yellow pages. You probably can find them also on Craigslist any given day of the week. They are not, these high-priced, powerful lawyers that she told everyone she had. No, ma'am. Bah, wrong answer. Okay. Even I know that you are not protected under the First Amendment. But let's just pretend that no one knows this. Let's just pretend that I need to educate the public. Well, let me show you how Tasha is not protected under the First Amendment. First of all, Tasha K is not a journalist, okay? Tasha K is a YouTuber. She is a social media influencer. That is the difference. She is not a journalist. She doesn't work for WikiLeaks. She doesn't work for Fox News. She doesn't work for CNN. She doesn't work for any major news outlet. Now, she might be able to get away with that if she worked for Fox, okay? If she worked for Fox Soul, like everyone else over there, everyone else is getting shows on Fox Soul, maybe we could say that she's a journalist. We might can push that narrative if she was bought by a network. But the fact that she is an independent freelance, she's a gig worker. She is an independent freelance YouTuber. She works for herself. She does not work for any major news outlet. She is not a journalist. She is not a media person. She is social media. She is covered under that umbrella. That's what she is. Okay. She's a gig worker. She works off of gigs. All right. Let's get that straight. She is not a journalist. Okay. She's not Hannity. She's not Don Lemon. She's none of those people. She's not even Wendy Williams. All right. Although she might like to be Wendy Williams, she is not. She is Tasha K. She is a YouTuber, period. She is an influencer, all right? So I want you to understand the difference between a YouTuber and a media personality, all right? She's not a media personality, okay? So in the United States of America, we have the Constitution, and the First Amendment protects people, their freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, freedom of press, the right to assemble, religion, freedom of religion, all of those things. But there are things that the freedom of speech does not cover. The First Amendment, there are exemptions. There are free speech exemptions. There are also off limits, things that are actually off limits to journalists, like if you are a journalist and if you are a media personality, if you obtain information illegally, and if you obtain information that is not freely published to the public and it wasn't going to be made public, you are not immune to the liability that will come if you chose to publish it. So like if a newspaper publishes false information about a person, they can be sued for libel, slander, defamation, okay? Now, if there's information that, okay, these R. Kelly emails, this information that is protected while he is incarcerated, this information was in the jail system, that is guarded information. It is not made available to the public, and it was not going to be made ever available to the public. So if it is obtained and used in a journalistic forum, you can be held liable. Okay? So this is not true when she says that she is protected under the First Amendment. That is not true. But for the people that don't believe it, I will share my screen with you. Now, Wikipedia is our source for definitions, okay? We're giving a definition. All right. So in the United States, there are some categories of speech that are not protected by the First Amendment, according to the Supreme Court of the United States. The U.S. Constitution protects free speech while allowing limitations on certain categories of speech. So there are speech that is given less or no protection by the First Amendment. and therefore may be restricted. And it includes obscenity, fraud, speech speech integral to illegal conduct, speech that incites imminent lawless action, speech that violates intellectual property law. Now, what that means, speech that violates intellectual property law is your social media, intellectual property law, emails, your social media, your YouTube, anything that is violating speech that is violating intellectual property law is not covered. True threats and commercial speech such as advertising. Defamation that causes harm to reputation is a tort and also an exemption to free speech. Okay? So, along with communicative restrictions, less protection is afforded to uninhibited speech when the government acts as subsidizer or speaker, is an employer, controls education, or regulates the mail, airwaves, legal bar, military, prisons, and immigration. Basically saying that if you are in jail and they, your freedom of speech might be violated because they're going to tap they're going to tap your phone, they're going to listen to your conversations, they're going to read your mail, they're going to do all of these things. So you're kind of limited in that capacity when you're in jail because these people have authority over you. So that is where we get a little sticky with the First Amendment because you really don't have rights at that point because they're telling you what you can and cannot do, how far you can and cannot go, what you can and cannot read, what you can and cannot write in your letters, and all of these things, what you can and cannot say over the phone, all of this stuff. So if Tasha K illegally obtained information that is not hers, that was not going to be made readily available to the public, the First Amendment does not protect her. This information was private. It was also violating a person's privacy rights. That is not protected under the First Amendment. Okay? This information was going to be used in a trial. The man is in jail, so that information was not going to be readily made available to anyone. All right? So that is where we get into, is Tasha K a journalist? Is she media? Do we think that she's a journalist? No. Tasha K is not a journalist. She does not work for CNN, Fox, none of this. She is an independent YouTube blogger. She makes up her content. She answers to no one. She has no one to report to. She is able to, put out whatever type of content she wants. So this means that she is not a blogger, okay? This woman just has, hype. This woman just has a big mouth. This is just a lady with a big mouth that whenever she feels like ranting and raving, that's what she goes and does. She was just salty that an attorney with some credible information went on YouTube and gave everybody the scoop, okay? And he gave the information eloquently. He's educated, very well spoken, and he gave the information. He delivered it perfectly. That is what she was upset about. That is where the ranting and raving, don't tell me about my goddamn channel. Stop talking about my goddamn channel. She went off, okay? She went off. Stop saying I'm going to lose my goddamn channel. She went off, okay? We all know. We all know that she went off, all right? So that's what her problem is. Her problem is that whenever someone does not push the narrative that it's favorable to Tasha K, she's going to whine, she's going to question their sexuality, she's going to drag them, she's going to try to defame their character. She's very good at that. She's very good at pushing defamation. She starts defaming people. She goes right up on her platform and automatically starts defaming people. She starts slandering people. She starts dragging them. She starts saying things that she does not know to be true. And she better had cleaned that up because she knows that he's an attorney. She knows that he wasn't going to go for that. You are going to get up there and you are not going to start defaming the character of an attorney. Okay, he wasn't going to have that, and she knew that. I bet one of Shaq or Chelsea or one of her advisors told her, "You need to go do damage control. You need to go clean that up ASAP." Okay, that man is an attorney. He's well connected. He has a very good reputation, and I'm pretty sure Olga and Sadir told her that as well. Oh yes, we know who that attorney is. He's very well known in these streets. Go and clean that up. Go on over there and clean that up. As always, what did I tell you? Every time you see her in that damn closet, she getting ready to go off. She getting ready to do something crazy. Anytime she get on that backup channel, she turn on that phone and get on that backup channel, and she in that closet, backed up in that corner. Tasha K getting ready to go to work. She's getting ready to say something that she does not mean. She getting ready to say something that she has no business saying. Instead of just taking accountability for what you did. Sis, you did this. Nobody told you to do this. You did this. Did you intend that it was going to go this far? No. You didn't think that anyone was going to find out. That's the thing about this. You didn't think that this woman was going to be found out. Oh, she works at the prison. She can just access information. It doesn't work like that. You cannot just access information. Well, when she apologized, Miss Garner, she gave a half-ass apology, okay? She gave a half-ass apology. Now, whether or not you want to say it was apology or not, that we could beg to differ. That's debatable. That's questionable. Was it an apology or was it just saving face, trying to clean up, trying to do damage control? Because when you apologize, you're sincere and you say words that, are, you know, they're kind, and we can see the sympathy that you're trying to display. You don't still be arrogant and loud and proud, still cussing and ranting and raving when you're apologizing, still trying to, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize about your D game, I apologize about this and this and that, but all at the same time, you're still saying those things. So you're still throwing it out there. You're still trying to sneakily call the man gay, sneakily question his sexuality, which has nothing to do with you and the feds, with you being in a probe by the feds, with you being under investigation. His sexuality has nothing to do with you breaking the law. You broke the law. You wanted tea that was exclusive, and you went however far you had to go to get it. So now you have to suffer the consequences. You did the action. You got to suffer the consequences. Period. So you were willing to go all out for this exclusive. So now you have to suffer the consequences. That's just the way I look at that. All right. There are no protections. The courts do not protect you. Your the First Amendment doesn't protect you from committing crimes in order to get information that is not going to be made to the public. If this information was going to be readily distributed to all of us, then yes, she can access it. But when a person is in jail and they, have phone calls and different things that are logged into as their property, you cannot access that. You can't. You just can't. That's just not something that you can do. It is illegal. Okay, so I keep trying to tell people that crimes, you cannot excuse crimes. When people commit crimes, you have to hold them accountable. That's why we have the law. That's why it's called the legal system, the justice system. You can't excuse them just because it's Tasha K and you like her. Just because it's Tasha K and she got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. She's not exempt. She's not exempt from the law. The law applies to all of us. We all have privacy. We all have privacy rights. Just because it's R. Kelly, that doesn't mean it's a no holds barred. We could just do whatever we want. His information should be open for all of us to see. No, ma'am. You knew what you were doing when you went on that live, and you did that live in 2019. You wanted the attention. You wanted to feel like the big man on campus. So you got what you wanted. You it might have been short lived, but you got what you wanted. You paid for that information. You did not get that for free. There's no way that a prison worker is going to access information and risk their pension and all of that for free. You gave her something, whether it was money, whether it was tickets, whatever it was, whether it was a cash app, whether it was free Pangea Coochie Wash, whether it was Adam and Eve products, whether it was a current debit card, whatever it was, you gave her something. You gave her something. She didn't do that for free. So we will be, I said it here. I am the first one to say that. She paid that woman. And I stand on that. We're going to find that out later down the line. We're going to find that out. That's not something, just like I told you that she lost the summary judgment 8 months ago. We just now found out she lost the summary judgment. This is what Tasha does. Just because the information is not out right now, she sits behind that camera and she continues to lie until she can't lie no more. Once it's out, now she has to admit it. So it will come out eventually that she paid. We will find that out. We will find out down the line, because this is not going to be dropped. This isn't going away. This is just the beginning. This is the beginning. This is not going to just go away. Period. It's not going to just go away. The feds don't just obtain warrants, get the information that they want, and then they drop the case. No, the feds take their time. The feds build their case. The feds gather information. And when they got you, they got you. So we will find out. It will come out eventually, and we'll all see that Tasha K paid for that information. She can't hide it. There's no way to get around it. There's no way to cover it up. She will be exposed. Whether it's now, whether it's 6 months from now, whether it's next week, she will be exposed, because the truth eventually comes out. So, if there is any proceeding or any type of area that is off limits to the general public, the news media cannot establish rights to gain access to it. Okay? I'm going to say that again. If there is a proceeding or an area of restriction, whether it be a crime scene, emails, anything that is not going to be made available to the general public, the news media have no established rights to it. The only information that the news media has rights to is information that is going to be made available to the public. Now, people might say, well, what about WikiLeaks? Well, what about... Yes, that information is not obtained illegally. It's secretly given to people, but it's not obtained illegally. It's not information that is somebody's locked up and in jail and they took that information, stole it, and gave it to WikiLeaks. It doesn't go like that. It's information that might be secret. It's an informant that doesn't want to be named. They're whistleblowers and all of that. And they go give this information to journalists. This is a different scenario. This is a different story. This is not CNN, Fox, NBC style reporting. This is tabloid style reporting. This is information that was restricted to the public. It was not going to be made known. So you illegally obtained it for your purposes to use in a YouTube video. That is illegal. That is not legal. Shout out to Maltese, $5. You are dead right. I know about the feds. They are coming for her. She will see, and they don't play. She will have some sort of responsibility. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And we're not saying that we want her to get in trouble. Yes, y'all all hating on her. Y'all just want her to get in trouble. That's not the issue. We want her to be held accountable. We want her to stop lying for a change and just tell the truth. It's already out there. It's already out in the press. Just tell the truth. Why are you going to keep lying? Why keep lying? Why are you lying? I don't understand. It's no reason to lie. We already know. It's already out. Why are you lying, baby girl? It's no reason to lie, sis. It's no reason to lie, Miss Mamas. We already know. We already know, Miss Mamas. It's no reason to lie, girl. We already know the cat is out the bag. We already know, Tasha. You might as well just come clean. Might as well just come clean. This thing is very much so pressed. She is pressed. She's stressed. She's losing weight. The teeth is bigger than the mouth. The teeth is hanging out the mouth at this point. She got them veneers, honey. First it was looking, she had the cheeks was plump. Now the cheeks is drained. They looking, she's got the cheekbones. You can see the bones in the cheeks. The teeth is hanging out the mouth. I bet you she wish she could take them damn chiclets out now, honey, because they are bigger than her face. Them chiclets is just hanging out the mouth. She done lost so much weight in her face. That's just stress. This thing is stress. And I bet you Shaq is probably calling her all kinds of bitches around that house. Bitch, I told you to stay off the internet. Bitch, I told you to shut that damn phone off. Bitch, I told you to stay out that closet. Bitch, I told you to feed my kids. I told you to feed my kids. She do more ranting and raving. She gets into more drama than any woman on YouTube I know. She stay in some mess, all behind YouTube videos. Lie, 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 pants on fire. Pants on fire. Liar, liar, pants on fire. So, you guys, that's really basically it. I just wanted to, give you a little outline and a breakdown on the fact that if there is information that the press has access to, it is only at information that is going to be made known to the public. That is, public record. Hey, Itsy Bitsy. Hey, Vanderveer, Vanderveer. You know what I'm saying? It's not information that's guarded by the Federal Bureau of Prisons, and it's not that type of information. If you got information that's protected by privacy laws and all that stuff is not protected under the First Amendment. You don't have access to somebody else's information. You don't have the right to somebody's information. You don't have that right. Like, where are you getting that confused at? You have no right to somebody else's private information. Okay? So that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to come through with a quick little 30-minute video giving you the tea. So, new member, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. You have no right to other people's information. And, I just wanted to put that out there. Okay? So you guys have a good day. You guys be blessed. I'll catch you later. Bye.